Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In my previous video, I debunked mental health myths and facts. Now in this video, I am going to banish the myths of and around mental illness and hit you with the facts. Now let's get to it. The first myth is mental illness is a result of bad parenting. The fact is that mental illnesses are not simply a side effect of bad parenting, although it can be, but it is a combination of other influences like biological factors. The second myth is that people are faking it or doing it for attention. The fact is that just like no one would choose to live with a physical illness like diabetes, no one would choose to live with a mental illness like depression. Mental illnesses are real and people would not fake their pain or suffering and such or do it for attention. It can be difficult to decipher whether someone has a mental illness or not, but that does not make it any less real. Just because you can't relate to what they are going through doesn't make it right for you to belittle their suffering. The third myth is you're just sad, not depressed. The fact is that there is a big difference between depression and sadness. Being depressed goes way beyond being sad, and depression isn't something you can just shake off or will away. It's not just the blues. It's a serious medical condition that affects the biological functioning of our bodies. The fourth myth is psychiatric disorders are not real medical issues. The fact is, just as with heart disease and diabetes, mental illnesses are a legitimate medical illness. There is biological proof that mental illnesses are real medical illnesses. There have been studies showing a change in brain activity when mood shifts, like in depression, and it makes sense since mental illnesses occur in or on the brain. The fifth myth is if you feel better, you are cured. The fact is that for some people, after getting treatment and being in the process of recovery, it can make you feel much better. Some of your symptoms could go away, but this doesn't mean you're cured. In order to sustain your mental health, you still need to continue treatment even after you feel better. Even then, your symptoms still come and go depending on environmental factors. The sixth myth is people with mental illnesses are damaged and different. The fact is that a mental illness does not make someone any less a human being. Mental illnesses do not make people broken or off. They just have different experiences that not everyone has to face. The seventh myth is a person can treat themselves with positive thought and prayer. The fact is that positive thought, religion, and spirituality can help immensely in recovery, but it can't be used as the only form of treatment. You can't just think or pray your mental illness away. The most effective treatment anyone can receive is the one given by their mental health professional person, like a psychiatrist. The eighth myth is people with mental illnesses should be kept in institutions. The fact is that the majority of people with mental illnesses do not need long-term hospitalization. Just like other diseases, there is a time when the person doesn't exactly feel well and might need a short hospital stay. The ninth myth is addiction is a lifestyle choice and shows a lack of willpower. The fact is that people do not choose addiction, and drug addiction actually changes the way the brain and body work, impairing willpower and self-control. These changes can make it nearly impossible for a person to resist using drugs. The 10th myth is people with mental illnesses lack intelligence. The fact is that intelligence has nothing to do with mental illnesses or brain disorders. Some people with mental illnesses are brilliant, creative, and productive people, while some aren't. Although some mental illnesses make it hard for some people to remember facts or get along with other people, making it seem like they are not as intelligent. The level of intelligence among people with mental illnesses is more or less the same as people in absence of mental illnesses. The 11th myth is mental illness is a rare single disorder. The fact is that mental illness is not a single disease but a broad classification that contains many categories of different disorders. Anxiety, depression, schizophrenia, personality disorders, eating disorders, attention deficit disorders are life-altering for a lot of people around the world. The 12th myth is treating depression is not a necessity. Depression will not kill me, but my high blood pressure might. The fact is that mental health problems and physical health problems are equally important. Sometimes depression causes physical pain and increases it, so mental health and physical health do interact. Prevention of depression and early intervention can save you time, money, energy, emotional and physical pain. We've made it to the end of the video, and if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more mental health content or just more of me, please subscribe to my channel. And also, I'm in the same outfit as the previous mental health video because I was filming those two videos on the same day. Say bye, hugs and kisses.